down, and today has felt a little bit sluggish. And on the Instagram live that I did this morning, so I'm going live on Instagram every day at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and just having it as a bit of a check-in. And this morning we spoke about what if that 9 a.m. check-in was essentially kind of like if you're working in a big company, you have a huddle each morning, right? And it could be a virtual one or an in-person one. And what would you actually get through? And it's about having that check-in point and talking about what we'd actually cover. So again, with the 2 p.m. on YouTube, it's about, well, what can we do? How can we reconnect throughout the day to really keep us on track? And I'm feeling like I'm needing it as well. And my beautiful friend Lella asked me a really good question this morning. I'd said that I was looking for something that to really pep up my spirits and my energy and really get me on track. And she said, what would it be? And what are you looking for? What do you want? And I thought, oh, it's such a good question. And it's made me think in the middle of the day, right? Feeling a little bit sluggish. And I was literally thinking, what do I need right now? And I figured that if I need something, if you're here, there's a really good chance that you might be looking for the same thing as well. And full transparency, I had, whenever I say full transparency, I almost catch myself and I go, there's a line of sharing, right? But anyway, we're about to do our big tech upgrade this tonight. Accountability, you think, Marcelina? Okay, cool. All right. We're going to do that as well. But we're about to do our big tech upgrade tonight. Made It members, get excited. I am very excited. It's all looking incredible, and I'm really proud of what we've put together as well. But there was a few stores that wanted to close before we upgrade. And I get it because it's tech, and sometimes it's like, oh, if they're not really completely in, they're sort of like teetering on the edge, right? They're like, no, I'm going to pull out before we have to deal with the tech upgrade. And I'm like, I totally get it. But I still put my heart and soul into everything, and it still hits me a little bit. And I go, I wonder what I'm not delivering. I wonder what I'm missing in the loop. And Beck sent through to me a really great prompt to send through to ChatGPT. And what I'll do is after we've done this live, I'm going to copy and paste it into the description and share it with you. Because it was about what am I missing, like as in putting in a prompt to ChatGPT to ask what you're missing, especially if you're someone that uses chat all the time. I use ChatGPT very much to kind of bounce ideas. Like I love actually brainstorming, and I find chat can be a really great companion to brainstorm with. Anyway, and so I popped into chat about what I might be missing. And one of the things that I've been playing over in my head is, oh, Robin, you're very excited about the change. It's so good to have you here too, Robin. Thank you for being here. And one of the things that I've been going over in my head is selling on the Made It platform actually one of the perks? So rather than the main thing, because when I asked, you know how I asked over the weekend, going through to Artisans, going, what do you love about Made It? Pretty much all of the artisans said, yes, absolutely, so easy to add products. But also underneath that, there were two components. There was community and there's also learning. So it's like when we talk about what's the main priority for the platform, I just question, is the selling online the key thing? Or is that actually that it's community first, it's the learning first, and then almost that selling on the platform is the perk? Anyway, something to throw back out there to you. But in this midst of going, what do I need right now? And I was like, well, actually, I would love the Made It artisans that are on the platform and love the platform who haven't already shared with their network, with their following, with their friends who might also be creatives about Made It. I would love for them to share, for you to share Made It. And I'm going to put up a reel as well so that it can be really super easy for you to do that. The reel that I've just put together as well is that it's so cool. I've got 4 or 5 artisans in this one sharing their bit about why they loved it, why they love Made It, right? And then Joe from Fat Cat Originals, thank you, Joe, has given such a beautiful snippet for me to use on the end, where it's about, if you're not already on the wait list, you need to be, because there's no place like Made It, which I love. And anyway, and it goes from there. But I'm going to make that super easy for you to share if you feel that way inclined. But what I also want to say on that then is that what it then made me think is about what you might be thinking and what you might be going through. And talking to a couple of artisans where, you know, sales have been a little bit slow. And I thought, you know, it's really interesting because we follow each other, right? We all follow each other as artisans, as Made It, you know, it's a beautiful community collective. And I thought, if you've got an artisan that you've been following for ages and you comment on all of their things and you love all of their things, right? Then my question to you is, have you purchased from them? Now, I know that their product might be out of your budget, or it might be that it's not suited to what you need right now. But I bet that there is at least 10 artisans where you could actually go. The next time that you're at the shops, you could be sitting there and going, oh, I'll just go buy some body wash. It's like, I could buy body wash at the supermarket, or I could hold off for a second and I could buy beautiful handmade soap or a beautiful body wash from someone that is on the Made It platform, right? So it was just, I just thought I wanted to share that with you because if it's been a while since you've bought something from another artisan, I really want to encourage you to, if you've got a bit of spare change this week and if you've been following someone that you love their creations, do a purchase this week. And when you receive their stuff, do an unboxing and write a review, all of the things. And I think that if every single artisan on the platform did that, right? Let's say if every single artisan on the platform did that once a month, wouldn't that have huge impact? Anyway, that's just food for thought. So Marcelina was saying about having accountability for this 30-day sprint. And one thing that I find is that I found today, right, I was feeling a little bit sluggish. And for me, I need to do a few check-ins. So one of the first ones I do is, have I eaten, and have I eaten good food? And I know that sounds really simple, but sometimes I find that I just need to stop and have some really nice eggs or something on brown bread with some avocado, like all the really good brain food. And then I'll have a decaf coffee because my brain thinks that it's caffeine, even though I do not need any more caffeine. Robin's saying, yes, I think it's time for a Viking in my life. Robin, let me tell you, the Vikings are beautiful and everyone needs a Viking in their life is what I would say. But hey, maybe you could gift it on as well. It's a beautiful gift. But so yes, when you're mapping throughout your day and if you start to feel a bit sluggish, so first and foremost, have you eaten? Have you been drinking enough water? And then I would say, have you taken a bit of a break? And that is getting away from your computer, getting some movement. So for me, I actually feel so grateful that with my puppy, beautiful Ted, I can hear him downstairs crying out to me. But it forces me to get outside. And straight after I get off this video, I'm going to go outside and just have that short little walk to refresh my brain. But also what I want to do is that either before I go or after I get back, I'm not sure, I'm going to see how I feel when I actually got to do it, is make sure that I've got a list to come back to. Because, you know, when we sort of kind of start lacking direction a little bit, I always think it's because you don't have a plan, right? And if you're just like, I've got all these things I've got to get done, it's almost like overwhelm, and it means that you don't achieve anything. So one of the things that I've written down here is today, and it's really going, what are the things that I can do today that are really going to give me a sense of accomplishment? And what that means is that, are there some small, like, tick off things that you can do that it's almost like, oh, done, oh, done, oh, done. And it doesn't have to be big projects, but by actually gaining the momentum with the small things that you can tick off, what I find is that it then starts, you go, oh, and then you get in flow and everything starts moving. One of the other things I do as well is to make sure that I have a check-in with my music. Not all music is suited to every day. And funnily enough for me today, I was finding that I needed to have something a little bit softer and calmer, that I couldn't push through my tasks with urgency and But actually when I calmed it, when I calmed the music, it allowed my brain and my body to soften and just like kind of flow into the work, if that makes sense. So look, this is today's little check-in at 2 p.m. And can I tell you another secret? It's not a secret, it's just a thought that went through my head. About 1 hour ago, I was going, oh, can I really commit to doing the YouTube as well, the YouTube live for the 30 days? And in the next half hour, I had something to eat. I had some water. I changed some music. I got up away from my computer and I went, of course I can. Of course I can. So just remember to take a few of those check-ins and really make sure that you're staying on track that way. Marceline, talk to me about murders that will get me in the mood. True crime. You know what's going to work for you. And if you don't already know, it's a good time to get curious. It's a good time to start asking what if and how could and all those sorts of things. So have an awesome day. I hope that you're doing well with your 30-day sprint. Please tag me in your socials so that I can see where you're up to. I love seeing how the challenge is going for you. And yeah, it makes us all accountability partners. So I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on Instagram for Team Huddle. Okay, bye.